Hello. Today I've got a new request razor, the CV Heljestrand Swedish razor. Very nice size, a little on the small side, but very, for me it's small. Very elegant scales on it, and this is on loan because I haven't tried Swedish steel before, and so we're going to give this one a shot. I'm going to be using some of Mike's natural soap. It's a handmade soap that seems to feel pretty good. The few videos I've done before, I haven't really gone into a lot of the process of what I was doing, so I'll try and cover that a little bit more. Take a shower and wash my face real good. Also done a little bit of conditioner on my beard, soften it up. I use a cast iron mug, a little beastie there. Stays warm for a good long time. I've got a auto shaving brush, Pure Badger brush, that I happen to like, a little bit of a stiffness to it. Yeah, just, to me it feels better. I use the other brushes I have, or some silver tips, very soft brushes, on lighter creams. They handle the creams better. Yeah, sometimes you just like that little bit extra softness. It kind of works. The type of soap is not nearly as important as far as which one's better. It all comes down to personal preference, what feels better for you, what works better with your system, because it all comes together in its own way. Some soaps work better with some techniques. Some brushes, again, work with different techniques of face lathering, bowl lathering, palm lathering. Straight shaving is an art, so you want to experiment, find out what system works for you. Right now I'm using two new items, which, if you're testing stuff, you generally don't want to do too many new things because you don't know what is what. So, using a new soap and a new razor together, not going to be 100% what is really good and what isn't. You can probably hear this. Has a very thin edge. Told that it's got a I can't pronounce this word either. Thurgian. Keep wanting to say that. Natural stone finish. I call them a thurg. Which is not a stone I have in my collection yet. So I couldn't say just how that would be versus another stone. But when you're testing a razor, you want to try and have as many consistencies that you're used to, so that all you have is the razor. This one, it feels pretty good. I know that it's going to be a little different just because of its size. It's smaller than I'm used to. And because of that, it sticks a little. A lighter blade is going to be noisier and also not have the inertia to punch through some of the heavier hairs. Or shall I say the perceived inertia. And when you're used to, it's like, you know, the pickup truck versus the sports car analogy. Both will get you there. It's the finesse and the actual doing. This would be more of the sports car. Thin, tiny bevel. Lightweight. Where the big boys I'm used to using, the big weight and butchers, it's the Mack truck. You know, it just plows through and everything gets out of its way. That said, this has very little hand fatigue. It weighs nothing, which is kind of weird. I'm used to I'm actually I'm finding myself putting more pressure on my face than I need to. So I have to keep, back off a little before I push too hard. This was lent to me by a generous individual on the forums, and I'm sending it off after I play with it for a little while to another member on the forums. Let more people try it and see how it goes. Now the shape is something I'm familiar with. I've got a couple larger American razors that are about the same age, but easily twice the heft of this thing. So that would be a little different. Just go to this heft. Now I definitely like a bit more sharpness to my knives, my razors, but that also could be just due to its lightness. I've had the same problem with most of the lightweight, more elegant razors. That I know had good edges, so I can't really tell right off the bat whether it's the hone job or my particular way of shaving. As I stated, I'm used to a much heavier blade. Now I'm really missing that heft. This feels so very light. I know I keep saying that, but I think the scales alone on my other razors weigh more than this razor does. But it's not from a poor quality steel. Like, it feels like really good steel. Just these scales are very thin and extremely lightweight. And those of you that are very familiar with razors and all know what this material is. As for the soap, it's the Mike's natural soap. I don't know if that, I can't focus on that back screen, but it's pretty nice. This is the orange cedarwood black pepper. Very interesting feel, very smooth, lathers up very nicely. I've got two of his soaps. One of them is the unscented. I'll be trying that eventually, but right now I'm kind of enjoying this one. I use Thayer's witch hazel, mostly because I have it at work, so it works for me. So for as far as the CV Heljestrand, I'll hone it up again on my own stones, and we're going to give that another try. See if we can get that a little bit smoother. That may just be the way I'm shaving on that one edge. Again, I've never tried that stone before. All in all, I'm very pleased to be receiving some of the generosity of the forums by being allowed to try this extraordinary razor. And the scales scare me. They are thin, very lightweight, and just a pleasure to see in this good a shape. Thank you for the opportunity, and keep an eye on the forums, and I'll let you know when it's coming up to see the next person. Talk to you later. Bye.